Send Help is out in theaters, new film from Sam Raimi, starring Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. It's been described as Misery meets Robinson Crusoe, which I think is a very, very accurate description. Rachel McAdams plays Linda, a woman working a corporate job. She's excellent with numbers and reports and all that stuff, but she's terrible at people skills. Doesn't dress well, incredibly awkward in conversation. She is not well liked or respected. When she's passed over for a promotion, she gets offered a chance to go on a company trip with her young new asshole CEO to prove she deserves it. However, the plane crashes on the way, and the two of them are the only survivors on a desert island off the coast of Thailand. And suddenly, it turns out his leg is injured, and she is fantastic in all kinds of survival skills. It's a hobby of hers. So the entire dynamic flips on its head. So, movies with a premise like this typically go one of two ways. Either they're really formulaic and bad, or they're fun and entertaining. And the outcome largely depends on how well the script is brought to life, is executed. And thankfully, Sam Raimi is a solid director, and he's working with two excellent actors here who fully commit to their roles. And the result is an enjoyable, fun flick. It's funny, it's charming, it's sometimes disgusting and horrifying, and it's got this great dynamic going on between the two leads. Where partway through the movie, I realized that this either ends with them killing each other or falling in love, and I have no idea which is it going to be, but both outcomes can work very well. McAdams and O'Brien fully commit to the roles, as I said. There are some fantastic examples of physical comedy and physical horror in here. Put it this way, there are sequences involving eating a bug, vomiting on another person, and also implied castration. And they're all really funny. O'Brien has this great annoying laugh in the film, which helps you hate him. He also excels at using these weird tiny noises like squeals when he's being hurt that make him seem all the more pathetic. And McAdams can be wonderfully unhinged at times while also playing the emotions in the early part of the film, the sadness, distress, disappointment, very well. I think the film overall is shot very well, with the exception maybe of the scenes on the cliff, which use terrible green screens, very obvious. And then there's one sequence involving a wild boar, which is embarrassingly bad CGI. I also have to mention, as a point of criticism, that the movie is very reminiscent of Triangle of Sadness in terms of its general premise, themes, and even a specific twist towards the end, which is essentially the same in both films. But then the tone and style of both movies is different enough that they can still stand on their own, stand apart, and not feel too repetitive. I liked it overall. I think it's a fun little movie that executes its premise in a properly enjoyable way.